The National Worship Center, Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, was venue for the interdenominational church service to celebrate Nigeria's 55th independence anniversary. In attendance at the service were the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and his wife, the Speaker of Nigeria's House of Representatives, Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara, the Deputy Senate President, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, former Head of State, Chief Ernest Shonekon, the National Chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC, Chief John Odige Oyegun, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Engineer Bachar David Lawal. Also in attendance were members of both chambers of the National Assembly, Chief of Defense Staff, Service Chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, Nigerians from all walks of life, and friends of Nigeria, especially members of the diplomatic community. Clergymen from different denominations were also at the church service in their legion. There was a bipartisan attendance of members of different political parties at the 55th anniversary interdenominational church service of Nigeria's independence. As has been the tradition, choir groups from different denominations across the country attended the church service to add some spice to the event through the rendition of soul-lifting songs. Nigeria's 55th independence anniversary interdenominational church service with the theme Making Nigeria Function as a Family began with a song rendition by the National Choir. This was quickly followed by the first Bible reading and prayer of invocation. Then the whole congregation stood up to sing the song Trust and Obey when we walk with the Lord. The mass choir, put together by the Christian Association of Nigeria (FCT), entertained with a series of spiritually uplifting songs. The second reading at the service from 1 Corinthians was delivered by the Speaker of Nigeria's House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara.
The body is a unit, though it is made up of many parts. Though all its parts are many, they form one body, so it is Christ. For we were all baptized by one Spirit, so as to form one body, whether Jews or Gentiles, slave or free, and we were all given the one Spirit to drink.
There was ministration through songs by Sister Blessing Joseph Delia from Bayelsa State. The sermon was preached by the Catholic Bishop of Kafanchan, Bishop Joseph Bagobiri. The man of God took the congregation through all the ills plaguing Nigeria, which had remained the stumbling block to the attainment of greater glory for her in the last 55 years since she attained nationhood. According to Bishop Joseph Bagobiri, who was a member of the National Conference constituted by the Jonathan administration, the survival of Nigeria as one indissoluble entity should be sacrosanct over and above all other contending issues like the race for supremacy in terms of religion, ethnicity, and politics, which have been the bane of national cohesion and integration that Nigeria needs to fully harness the plurality of our diversity.
We need Nigeria first, before all the other contending things that we are fighting and struggling for. For take Nigeria away, we don't and will not be in a position to do the fightings we are doing. When we give in to this counsel of the prophet, then we shall behave, talk, and act responsibly in a way that will engender national cohesion and national integration. Let us save Nigeria. Let us love Nigeria. Let us see ourselves as one people.
The man of God, who spoke point blank to Nigerians without holding anything back, advised all those who are pursuing their personal parochial interest to turn a new leaf and join in the building of a new Nigeria. Bishop Joseph Bagobiri, who is the Catholic Bishop of Kafanchan, also came down heavily on all those countries who have drifted away from the way of the Lord by promoting countercultures totally alien to mankind, like gay marriage, adultery, incest, and even corruption. He advised Nigerians to be ready to dream a vision for the country's future. We must all be ready to walk the talk as Nigeria is at a crossroad. Bishop Joseph Bagobiri said the combination of President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, whose credentials as upright people can be ascertained by everyone, is the best thing that can happen to Nigeria at this very critical time in our political evolution.
But prayer, brothers and sisters, though highly important for our nation, is not the only thing we are called to do. There is the common English saying of walking the talk. Nigeria, our beloved country, is at crossroads. We have seen our amalgamation in 1914, and all through our 55 years of independence as a sovereign state, not been successful in harnessing our plurality, in harnessing our diversity into the rainbow of peace and sustainable development.
There were intercessory prayers for the country, the different arms of government, the church, and the end of insurgency that has gripped the northeastern part of the country since the year 2009. The clergymen who prayed were Reverend Dr. Wilton Okoye, former chaplain of Asu Rock Church. Others were Bishop Benjamin, Bishop Peter Ogumiwa, Evangelist Henry Ademola, and Pastor Charles Achonwa. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo began his remarks at Nigeria's 55th Independence Anniversary Interdenominational Church Service with a song, which was followed by prayers for the nation. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo based the theme of his address on unity. He said the first order that defined the church from the beginning is unity, and that should bring all Christian denominations under one umbrella. In the same vein, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said when Nigerians became united, a lot would be achieved for the glory of everyone. The Vice President regretted the killing by the insurgents, which have gone unabated, but said the days of Boko Haram are numbered. He advised that all Nigerians should work to eradicate poverty in the land. In conclusion, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, on behalf of all Christians throughout the world, extend heartfelt condolence to the Muslim world, especially families of all those who lost their lives in the twin tragedy of crane collapse and the stoning of the devil ritual during the last pilgrimage to Mecca in Saudi Arabia.
Muslim leaders and Christian leaders to understand that the terrorist insurgency that we face cannot be addressed by simplifying it as a contest between Christians and Muslims. Or it goes well beyond that. It goes well beyond that. And it's our duty not to pursue a wrong narrative. We must rise as Nigerians, as human beings, to stand against terrorism and against every form of prejudice that continues to separate and divide us. It's our duty to do so. And for us in particular as Christians, it's our duty to ensure in our words, in our utterances, that we don't create further divisions, but that we bind together all of those divisions that have been left. That is our duty.
The vote of thanks was given by Mrs. Ibukun Odushote, the Permanent Secretary of the Political Affairs Department in the Office of the Secretary of the Government of the Federation, who are coordinating activities of Nigeria's 55th independence anniversary.
Never